The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get... The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On the ground, it's Ellison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
With the catch, it's Patterson. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set...
Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Patterson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Works the middle of the field. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Intercepted for the 11th time.
Yeah, and linebackers have to be...
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Taking it the other way. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the counter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll just down it right there. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. There he goes. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Delaware. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's LeBoy.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He'll run for it, and he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Got his man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw again. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Blue Hens will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight window.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. 1st and goal for the offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll immediately call timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The option look. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the... And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolent. Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped. Looking for a crease. It's Ellison. At the 35, he's open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Slings it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's going to run it. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ellison. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Delaware! And that one will give them the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's LeBoy. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short ball. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Finds his man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Blue Hens look to do some damage in the red zone. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens are on the move. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He makes a grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They stop him, and they'll turn it over on downs. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Vick. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. You're expecting them to throw it here on third.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Ready, go! Here we go! Green 25, up! Cricket! Go! Ready! Down! Ready, ready! Easy! Ready, ready! Fire! Ready! Flare! Flare! Get set! Get set! Cobra! Here we go! Ready, set! Easy! Ready! Jackrabbit! Ready, go! Lasso! Lasso! Come on, set! High! 42 Spider! Go! 29 Philly! Set! Hut! Set high! Igloo! Igloo! Ready, ready! Pound 55! Ready, ready! Moves! Ready! Green 25! High! Here we go! High! Cricket! Slab! Ready! Fire! Ready, go! Cobra!